Alright family, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Tony, here back with another insightful commentary for the folks today. Just a little bit of a backstory, a little bit of knowledge, delving more into the spiritual and scientific practices of everything, man. Again, is it that we all come from Adam, from the Bible, or did we all come from an atom from the universe, man? What is the nucleus made of? Protons and the neutrons, the positive and the negative, the male and the female, opposites attracting to each other to create everything. You know, man being foolish in his ways and wanting to get knowledge to grant his own wishes, control his own life, his own situation, you know. Again, people, whole civilizations, they fell victim to forest fires is what we would see in California in modern days. You know, the people of a million years ago, they fell victim to floods. You know, they didn't have boats. Where did you think the Moors came from? They were the first Vikings, man. They were the first travelers, the first sailors. They called them pirates back then. Get into the booty, of course, like always. You know, a lot of ancient civilizations fell to things that they didn't need to fall for. You know, even in the Victorian age, even just a few hundred years ago, these civilizations, they fell victim to all these plagues and wars, the Black Plague, smallpox, the chicken flu, or whatever they want to call it. All these different things, due to them being so nasty, you know, having rats and whatnot running through this city and spreading disease, you know, through all types of vermin. So again, when man has the knowledge, you know, man is able to contribute. You know, we don't want Adam and Eve frolicking through modern day society butt naked. They would get prosecuted so fast. They would get Me Too'd. All these different things. I'm pretty sure Eve she wouldn't even care. She would probably be walking through Madison Square Garden half naked with a bush covering her vag, and she's just frolicking. Meanwhile, you have these modern women nowadays, they call themselves boss chicks that like to marry themselves because the attitude is so off, a man doesn't want to approach them. So what they'll do to act like they actually got some fake attention from a man is purposely hire a director, producer, and film crew to follow them walking through New York, being mean to everyone, not saying good morning, not saying good afternoon, but then to turn around and say she has 2 hours of footage or a whole day's worth of footage of people catcalling her and Me Tooing her. Now, if she wasn't getting any of this attention, she would be highly upset, highly frustrated with herself. You know, we see these women on TikTok pretty much complaining about how there's no good men out there. But your Me Too friend from 5-6 years ago, who even knows this lady? What is this lady doing now with her life? Is she married? Probably not. But this is where magic comes from, man. This is, again, my spiritual roots and the spiritual systems in my bloodline. You know, people will call them witches, or people will call them witch doctors, or people will call them ancient priests. Just like in modern society and modern culture, people think that a witch is different from a doctor, which is different from a priest. Look at these birds flying up there. Well, why do you think they call him a witch doctor priest? Like, seriously, they have them in every different culture and every language. The only reason it seems or sounds weird when you say roots in Africa and when you say voodoo over here in Western society, it's all the same thing. And then you have the doctors that take these same plants, these same leaves, these same hemp, which the American dollar used to be built off of before they started with the cotton. But yeah, they take these same herbs and these same roots, and these doctors manufacture these pills from the vitamins and the minerals that they extract from all of these trees. Every single last one of these trees that I'm walking past. We have coconut trees, we have fruit trees, we have vegetable trees, we have flowers, all this stuff. At some point, someone in some science lab mixed these things into some pill. I mean, the insects don't have a problem with it. I'm watching butterflies play around the tree right now. When the butterflies are playing around the tree or eating the leaves, the caterpillars are eating the leaves off the trees. They're not falling dead. Don't you always have to spray pesticides through your garden? And see, that's the thing. See, when people can actually sit out in knowledge instead of in a classroom every single day, when people can sit out in nature and absorb how nature functions, all the most perfect designs come from nature itself. What do you think the plane was copied from? What do you think the helicopter is copied from? The dragonfly. The planes that you see, there's a reason why they say, look, it's a bird, it's a plane, no, it's Superman. But it's because birds, the first that has natural wings, planes were modified or manufactured after the bird. You have to put the wings out in order to fly. Had to have some type of particular type of propellant in order to get these things going, man. Get these things moving. The buildings, the trains, they won't tell you that modern ancient civilizations used to actually build their homes, their cities, and their nests underground, not above land. Where after millions of years we learned that the earth can't be contained, and they'll send floods and tornadoes through all your stuff and knock all this shit down. They learned a system over time, just like ants, just like termites. Even when you read some of these old books and ancient civilizations and play some of these old games, you find the hidden tombs. Like there's a whole city under London. There's a whole city under Paris. There's a whole city under Miami. There's a whole city under New York. There's whole cities that have been flooded under the ocean. There's hundreds of civilizations that's been buried over time. You think you just buried your mom and your dad and that's the only people that's under the ground? There's more dead people and dead skeletons on this planet than there is living people right now. So imagine how many people came before you, or the people that's living, the 9 billion people that's alive right now. Imagine how many people came before them. And how many dead bones you're literally walking over every day. How many hidden cities that all these world leaders and ancient civilizations try to hide from people. But yeah, man, you literally take these things with a grain of salt. Like they're barely putting power lines out in public anymore. The power lines, if you have a home, you rarely learn these things and know these things if you don't grow up with money, or if you don't grow up in a good neighborhood that's full of homes. They're not putting power lines up in the air anymore so they can get blown and torn down and people can throw shoes on them in their hood. No, they're building underground cable systems, the new wiring, even the old wiring has changed. They use new layered cable coating, and they pretty much create these. Look, I even have one in my yard. They built one in my yard last year. These big cable boxes that the city is entitled to put into your yard. But yeah, so much stuff. I didn't really want to go over a whole lot in this video because it would just be layering on top. See, I'm still there, just because I cut my hair off, all my experience didn't go away, all my knowledge and my wisdom don't go away. Some cultures actually think that it is a spiritual journey. It shows you a certain level of a commitment to grow your hair out and things like that. It's very attractive. Some cultures actually think that it's better to shave your head off, monks and things like that, so that your thoughts can travel freely and all these different things. Me, I just like to grow my hair out in the winter so that my hair doesn't start sweating. And then when, the winter time's over, I can let my hair down and breathe a little bit, man, chop it off. But that's all I really wanted to come to you about today's. I think put out a couple videos today just to let the family and let the world know what I've been up to. Just literally got back home from a job interview. And man, I'm about to get ready to enjoy the rest of my day. Get online, see what's going on online. Cook myself a little bit of food. Yeah. Throwing kickbacks in the backyard. Yeah, man. But yeah, oh yeah, the whole reason why I wanted to shoot this video. You know, there's knowledge, there's magic, there's language, numbers, and lettering, and all these different things. We have magicians, we have manipulators, we have manifestors, we have self-starters, we have leaders, we have followers, we have all these different things, man. It just all comes to the level of intelligence. I mean, when you don't know nothing, again, you let things happen to you like hurricanes come through your city and blow everyone down, and then no one knows how to rebuild. So it's kind of like that. It's like when you don't know nothing, you don't know nothing. You can't do anything. You can't take the initiative. You cannot manifest. You cannot create magic. Again, if we take the cell phone back 100, 200 years, people will literally try to hang you like you was Jesus Christ and say that's magic. But that's just another level of manifestation, you know. Some people have a higher level of manifestation than others. Some people can make things happen like that. Some people know how to build a sandcastle. Other people don't know how to build a sandcastle. Some people know how to get out on a cell phone or a laptop and apply for a job or create some type of self-sustaining business. Some people don't know how to do that. Some people. So we would call those people what, geniuses, right? Or we would call these people magicians, right? People that know magic, but other people can't understand it. So some people are just good like that. Some people will spend a whole year, 6 to 9 months to a whole year not working, not knowing how to manifest for themselves. And it's just certain people, they have a higher level of education. You don't necessarily have to go to school, but they layer it with college degrees and things like that. And all they had to do was take one night and write a book and become a millionaire, or get on their computer, use whatever programs that they have to manifest like that. Just like that. That's how you make money appear out of nowhere. It's not some all magical thing. And some people have different skills than others. So that's literally all it takes, man. It's just some people know how to do it, some people can't. Now, again, I've used this before in the past, regardless of where you worked. You know, even if you worked at Burger King or McDonald's, you have a whole W-2 that allowed you to take advantage of the stimulus checks last year. Now, if you were just somebody that dealt drugs, or you was a dope boy that acted like you could never get a job, you was upset about that. That people were getting paid an extra $600 to $1,200 every couple weeks. And guess what? You probably called those same people lames and nerds and take your ass to your lame ass job and all this. So why you always working? But you didn't have a W-2. So the government doesn't really knows what you're up to. And you couldn't take advantage of the things that you normally would be able to take advantage of in this country. Oh, did we sell off the other truck? Yes, we did. White truck is no longer here. But yeah, man, I'm rambling and rambling. I won't even be able to upload this video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Still the fly dresser Vanessa out here, about to take over the game. New year, new me. Nah, I'm getting back to my old ways. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.